Next question we had was from Amber, and this is about connections and how can we stay connected during this time. Particularly for Amber, it was what's the best way to help the grandparents stay connected to their grandchildren. And obviously there's a lot of encouragement to not make that physical connection to your grandparents. And whilst FaceTime and so forth is good, what other kind of options are there? I saw actually a really cool little post where someone did go and visit their grandparent, but they were on the other side of the window, and they had
I saw that.
a cup of tea with the grandparent. But any other thoughts or suggestions around that?
Well, I'm in this boat because I'm from LA, so my whole family's in LA, so we do FaceTime and stuff a lot anyway with my family. But what I've been doing more recently is, one, on the FaceTime thing, giving the kids the iPad or the phone and letting them go off with my parents or my sister and cousins, my nephews. They've had such rich conversations without me being there. I've loved it because then I get to do stuff and I get a break. But my mom was saying to me the other day that my 6-year-old got a little board game out, and she picked a person for each of my parents, and okay, Gramps, you're blue, Omi, you're going to be red, I'm going to be green. And then she played the game and rolling the dice for them and took turns. And my mom said they did it for an hour, and my parents loved it because they never get to do that with them, so
that's
that
really cool.
Playing Guess Who, if your family's in the same place, if they're all in Melbourne or you're all in Sydney or whatever, buy 2 versions of Guess Who, the game where you flip the people up, and you drop one off at the grandparents and you have one, and then you can play it through Zoom or through FaceTime. And then Battleship Trouble, that's another one that they do with my parents. Reading books, my 6-year-old's learning how to read, so she loves showing Omi and Gramps how she can read. And then they do the same, they read to them. My nephews in LA will read books and show my kids toys, and they'll be doing YouTube tutorials. They're really into Star Wars, so they'll show them, my girls, Star Wars Lego. So you can do more than just looking at each other, on FaceTime. But so that's one thing techie wise.
Just another one on that, Words with Friends. I know is really cool.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
So you might not even be actually interacting with them, but you can chat through that as well. So depending on how tech savvy your grandparents are, again, what apps they might be on, any kind of what do they call it? I'm showing my age now. When you can have a game where it's online, remote, playing against someone else.
Yeah.
Can't remember what the terminology is, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So that's a good one.
Yeah, good options from as well.
Yeah, and then the other thing we've been doing a lot is making little care packages, which is because my husband's parents live about 30 minutes away, and we're not seeing them at the moment. So we make cards, and we paint rocks, and I'm just sort of whatever you guys want to do, I don't care, as long as it takes up time. We've been painting just anything. Anyway, so painting stuff, putting it in a box or a bag, and then delivering it, and then watching them, from afar, open it, and they get all excited. And then they have maybe a bag of stuff that they give to us. So that's a good thing. Another thing I really love is there's this website and book called Big Life Journal.
Oh, yeah.
And Big Life Journal is a collaborative journal that an adult does with a child. And I would say from age 6 and upwards, you can do it. And then they have a teen one as well. And it's just these just collaborative journal entries that you can do with a trusted grown-up. And so I've had some clients who've been doing that via Skype or Zoom with the grandparent with the child, or doing it on the phone, or when they go to drop off something, showing them, see, I did the pages 12 and 13 in the book, and connecting with them. But I would say that my favorite way that is the most, I guess, feasible and realistic is we've been making care packages, and it might be illegal, I don't know, but we've also been doing that with friends, and we've been making little bags. On Easter, we made little bags with stickers and lollies, and then dropped them off at our friends that are in the area. I don't know if I would get a ticket for that, but that's what we've been doing.
Well, you could put it under the, I know that you can care for others.
Yes.
If you're on the road to care for others.
Yes, okay, there you go.
And you're doing that, so... Yeah.
Yeah, but that's been great. That's been what we've been doing for grandparents and friends, and
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
staying
some cool
connected.
tips.
Yeah.